near the 32-yard line for a first down, and Mayfield wrapped up.
McCarthy out of the gun, going to throw against pressure here on 3rd and 2, and he's going to be brought down as the Falcons get to him, bringing the extra man. Both backs in now, Mason and Jones. McCarthy pressured, and he's going to go down. Down, but it'll be a sack. From the 7-yard line. JJ, pressure on from behind. No, it's not advocated. Beg your pardon, Jalen Walker around the edge, the rookie out of Georgia with the sack. They're on the sideline watching. 3rd and goal. McCarthy escaping and will be tracked down. So this draft instant impact as James Pierce was one of the two there. So McCarthy takes over at the 20. You see his numbers in this first half. High snap from the new center. McCarthy to protect the ball as he is sacked again. It's 5 for the Falcons in this first half. Can he bookend the week with another big quarter? Not starting like that. Ball's out and recovered by Divine Diablo. The pressure came from Zach Harrison, twisting McCarthy and forcing the fumble.
Young, pocket collapsing, and he's brought down.
Guess who?
Caden Ellis. He's been all over it today.
And no Terry McLaurin. Quad injury, no surgery, no IR. Mariota in trouble and can't get out of it. Stumbles down, second effort. And they're going to mark him down at the 26-yard line. Zach Harrison. Dan had that deep tuck of the yellow shirt. Mariota devoured.
Took just 8 yards in his first 4 carries. Pump fake from Allen, and he's not going to be able to escape. Came after the football. He kept a hold of it, but Luke Aroro dropping him right near the line of scrimmage. Anderson, a guard who cross-trains at center. They bring pressure right away. Allen's going to be swarmed and dropped. And Allen is now holding his arm as he rolls on the turf. D. Alford and Divine Diablo block the pressure.
Just play to the integrity of the defense. Don't panic. And Atlanta's in good shape.
Allen giving a new lease on life, but still heated up, and they never get him down. Just a bear hug and a whistle. And Yamada got him that time. Don't forget the tackle for loss on 2nd and 1. He created the 3rd down. Allen can't escape. He's going to be dropped right near the line of scrimmage. Sam Roberts wouldn't let him go.
Still on the sideline for San Francisco. More on Purdy as we go through this opening quarter. But it's Jones looking to get away and not going anywhere. Sacked for a loss of a couple of people. They did not get to the quarterback last year.
And here they come, 6-man rush, and down he goes. And Ellis led the brigade for the Falcons.
On first down, May steps up and taken down. And that is LaCale London on the play for the Falcons defense in what could be the final play of the first quarter. May, pressure coming, and he is dropped. And it was Brandon Dorless getting in the backfield for the sack. Was supposed to start. May, pressure coming, he lost the football. It's free, scooped up by Pierce on the return, and Campbell trips him up. What a play by Will Campbell, but the Falcons get it with 23 seconds to go.
But just in of themselves, Atlanta's got to find a way to get it done.
May pump fakes, lost the football again. It's loose, and Drake May was able to fall on it. Henderson, the running back. May feeling the pressure, and he is sacked. Finished off by Orororo.
And having taken off a decent amount of time.
May steps up and goes down. Brandon Dorless has been everywhere today for this Falcons defense.
Jones is going to scramble again and isn't going to get much. He got chased down that time.
2nd and 1. Falcons bring extra bodies to get to Daniel Jones for the sack. Caden Ellis is there. And their leading tackler comes in with a big play. Jones having to move to his left. That ball is out. A flag is thrown as well as he jumped back on top of it. Jalen Walker, the excellent rookie, brought pressure. Bates showing pressure. Here he comes. Now drops back. Jones under pressure. That ball is out. Big time hit again.
They're a good drive, so hopefully it won't come to 4th down here, but a long 3rd down situation.
Extra body coming for Atlanta on the blitz. Jones steps up and gets brought down. Dorless finishes it off. 3rd sack in the last 2 games, and it's 4th down. The blitz-heavy Falcons bring pressure on Jones, and down he goes, back near the 40-yard line.
Down to the tailback, play action that way. And Young is wrangled and dropped. He's sacked all the way back at the 13-yard line by the rookie out of Tennessee, James Pierce Jr. Bryce Young, a long opportunity to survey it. Pressure coming anyway. It's Bowman. Everybody knew it was going to happen, and he still spikes down Young. Down to the tailback. Bryce Young on the roll. He pumps. He leads, and he's dragged down. Caden Ellis before Young could get there. Ellis holds the line. What a tackle. Watts coming up to the line for the safety spot. They will bring the pressure. Watts got there. Young spins out of it, keeps his feet, and down he goes. It's Harrison finishing the deal after the pressure from Watts.
Worst red zone efficiency in the NFL for New Orleans. Now Shuck back in, trying to escape. He cannot get away from Brandon Dorless, who is playing excellent football the last month of the year. They spread it out for Shuck. Trying to maneuver in the pocket as it collapses, and James Pierce, the rookie out of Tennessee, they've converted 3 times on 3rd down. Shuck, there's some of the pocket movement, but he's going to get chased down by Jalen Walker. 3rd down and 3. Pressure coming. Pierce again brings down Shuck near the 30-yard line. The rookie has been relentless. Walked on at Utah and earned a scholarship a couple years after. There's Shuck moving around, and another Atlanta sack.
They're building this 3-by-1 again. They may be trying to do level routes or out routes on the outside.
3rd down and 18, and Taylor is sacked. Get the ball back, start from their 14-yard line. Taylor in trouble, down he goes, back at the 5.
But it bounced back, very promising as they head down the final stretch of the season.
3rd down and 12. Darnold under pressure. Darnold is sacked at the 1. James Pierce, 5th straight game with a sack.
Yeah, you go out and you get a couple of guys specifically for special teams from a coverage standpoint, and it hasn't panned out. And we'll get into why that field goal was blocked.
How about the sack of Sam Darnold from Kentavious Street, his first of the season?
2nd down, 10. Mayfield dancing, looking for some room. No, sir. Tackle to the 44-yard line. James Pierce, cover a future Hall of Famer.
Going to happen.
Yep. Meanwhile, the last thing you want to do here is take a sack, but he does. 1st and goal after the penalty. Mayfield slips, falls, down he goes at the 13-yard line. Footing gave way. Mayfield, look out. Gets swallowed up. LaCale London gets in there. He'll get credit for the sack. And they split him 2-by-2. Mayfield stepping up, and he's going to try to step away, but can't go very far. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, 4th down. Jesse Bates is the first guy to get in there.
It's cool to see an elite athlete's awareness of growth over the course of the season. Brissett felt the rush, and that didn't matter. Down he goes. Brissett is hit and dropped. Sacked by Brandon Dorless. Second-year man out of Oregon.
The Rams came into this game wanting to pound them, and they were unable to get any running game going.
Here is a sack by Orororo. He's up to 3.5 on the year. All right, Lisa, thank you. 38-yard kick returned by Whittington as Stafford is sacked again. Brandon Dorless, what a year he's had. Second most pass breakups and leads the team now with 4 picks. Stafford's in trouble and wrapped up by Leonard Floyd.
After 1 yard loss, the blitz. Shuck. And looked like he faked it and was sacked right at the 47 by Katavius Street. Shuck capable of running, but he can't get away. Brought down at the 15-yard line. And D. Alford coming in from that secondary along with London. Fake. Shuck didn't see anything over there. He's pointing. And he's going to be brought down. James Pierce. Tyler Shuck in some trouble here, and there's another sack for James Pierce and this Atlanta defense. Coverage was good downfield.